And the weather outside is rainbow. This is my current ride for 2026. My new ride. You don't like it? Are you complaining? My new ride for 2026. Oh, ooh, Patty likes it. Now she likes it. It is like the rocket plane, except it doesn't go upside down. What is it more like a Ferris wheel? Do you think, or is it more like the rocket planes? Try to let people long enough. I think it's more. So you think it's more like a Ferris wheel than a rocket plane? No, seats can't flip. It is a Ferris wheel. They don't. They. You know what the funny thing about it is though? It's a Ferris wheel, but it's shaped like the rocket planes. Yeah, they call it the Blizzard. So you know what? You could just call it the rocket planes. I mean, the seats don't have to flip. It's shaped like a rocket plane. Everybody says it looks like the rocket planes. Couldn't you just call it the rocket planes instead of a Ferris wheel? I mean, how can you actually make the seats flip like a rocket plane? It would break. It's more like I think it's more like a rocket plane than a Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel, the Ferris wheel that I have, you sit in the buckets or sit like, you sit more. This is more like the rocket planes. Let's see what. I don't have the Ferris wheel with me right now. But I have to say it's more a rocket plane style. I think it is the rocket planes. It just doesn't that I think it is the rocket planes, but it just the seats just don't flip. Because it goes around pretty fast. Ferris wheels don't usually go that fast. So I would say more rocket plane. What do you guys say? Vote, guys. What do you guys think? Is it more rocket plane than Ferris wheel? I would say it's more rocket plane than Ferris wheel because Ferris wheels don't go that fast. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't look like a Ferris wheel though, does it? Does it look like a Ferris wheel or not really? Or does it look more like the rocket planes? It's shaped more like a rocket plane than. Because where do you actually sit? I mean, you can't see an opening for where you sit in this. I mean, it is a Ferris wheel. Maybe it is a Ferris wheel. I don't know. It kind of looks more like a rocket plane to me. The way it's shaped. Because when I first got it, I have people say, "Oh, is that the rocket planes?" I'm like, I don't know if it's a Ferris wheel or a rocket plane. What do you? I have no idea. I don't know who made it. I mean, I don't know who. I'm not sure who made it. For me though, Patty, if you're a Carnival fan, you would think it's more a rocket plane than a Ferris wheel. Neighbor did. My neighbor did for Christmas. Look up a rocket plane once and see if it kind of looks like a rocket plane. Look it up once. Look up a rocket plane. I'm gonna do that right now. It kind of does look like a rocket plane. I'm not gonna lie because I have a Ferris wheel already. And the group that made this actually has a Ferris wheel already. So show it. Show what? Yeah, that's more a rocket plane. Right there. That's more rocket plane than I would say that's more rocket plane than Ferris wheel. I know the tubs are a little bit different, but I'm pretty sure it's a rocket plane. Here, there's that and there's that. No, because if you flip the seats, you're gonna break it. I'm looking at what it is. They don't call it a Ferris wheel. They said it's a thrill ride. They don't call. I don't know. They call it a thrill ride, Patty. They don't call it a Ferris wheel. They don't call it a Ferris wheel. They call it a thrill ride. No, thrill ride's more like thrilling. You can't, thrill rides are more thrilling than. Yes, I know that. But do it make sense there though, Patty? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? So it's more. See, this is more of a thrill ride than a Ferris wheel. They don't call it a Ferris wheel. They call it a thrill ride. So I would say it's more like I would say it's more Rockleplane-ish than a Ferris wheel. Now you're talking about a Ferris wheel. This is a Ferris wheel right there. That's a Ferris wheel. That right there, what I showed you right there, is more Rockleplane-ish. So I potentially have a Rockleplane. I get it. I get it. Okay, if you call it, what would you call it? What would you call it? Would you call it a Ferris wheel or would you call it a Rockleplane? I want to know. Okay, there you go. Isn't that what you first thought it was when you joined? Because doesn't it? It has more of a shape of a Rockleplane than a Ferris wheel. You know, Ferris wheel structures don't look like that. Yeah, Ferris wheel structures don't look like that. It's more Rockleplane-ish. Like the lights on it. Yeah, the lights. See, the lights on it are more like. See, the lights on it is more Rockleplane. Yeah, I think it might. I have a feeling it is a Rockleplane. It just the seats just don't spin because they don't know how to make. They wouldn't know how to make it spin. You know, the seats. I have a feeling that I have a feeling I have a Rockleplane because Ferris wheel lights would go all the way down the whole pipe. I think I have my first rock. I think I have. I think I have the Rockleplanes. Sweet. You know what's crazy? I have two Ferris wheels on my. Does one of your Ferris wheels look like that? Like what I have? Or so does one of your Ferris wheels look like what I have right there? Oh, so it is a Ferris wheel. So you consider this a Ferris wheel then? I don't know. If it's not a rocket plane, I would be so sad because it looks more. There you go. See? Rocket plane. Rocket plane? Rocket plane. Because my mom said it looks like the rocket planes do. I guess you can call it whatever you want. I'm just calling it the rocket planes, though. I'm gonna set up my rocket planes today. What's the difference? I didn't build it. Yes, I did. Okay, so here's the difference, Patty, on the Ferris wheel structure and the rocket planes. The rocket plane and the traditional Ferris wheel differ primarily in their structure design. So the structure of a Ferris wheel has more beams than more beams than a rocket plane. Rocket plane only has the back structure. So yes, that is a rocket plane. So it's not a Ferris wheel, it's a rocket plane. Offering more traditional and less intense ride. The rocket plane is designed to be more adventurous with the ability to flip down and roll. So yeah, Patty, that's not a Ferris wheel because the Ferris wheel structure, there would be more beams to hold the structure, so that's not a Ferris wheel at all. So I got my first rocket plane, guys. So this ride that you're looking at is the rocket planes. So got the rocket planes in at my carnivals now. Yep, I did. See, I know my carnival rides, Patty. I'm a carnival fanatic. I know what the Ferris wheel looks like compared to the rocket planes. That's the rocket planes. So yeah, you can just tell by the shape. You can tell by the shape of it. And you know the little ball shape. See, and the Ferris wheel doesn't have like a ball shape like that. It's either a bucket or it's either yeah, it's either a bucket or something. So that right there, that right there's the rocket planes. See, you can tell. See, it's like an egg shaped. It's not. It's not a. It's kind of. I turn it sideways. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, see that's you can tell that's the rocket planes. Oh yeah, you can tell that's the rocket planes. See? Look at right here. You don't believe me, Patty? You don't believe me? Look at this. That's where you look out right there. You look out from the side right here. Ah, see? See now the seats. Look at you look out right here. You look out the side right here. Right there. That's where you look out. So you look out right here. So yeah, Patty, you were wrong. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean, but I know my carnival rides. I know what a rocket plane looks like compared to a Ferris wheel. And that's not a Ferris wheel. Because I already have two Ferris wheels. Or I already have a Ferris wheel. So that right there is the rocket planes. Look at how fast it goes too. Well, I gotta go anyways. I had to go and do stuff. So thanks for watching the rocket planes. Catch ya. Yeah, it's a 2D version of the rocket planes. Yep.